What's going on, peoples? Yeah, man. Woo. These last 2 weeks, they're rough. This past week, layover, another load cancellation. Man, it's rough out here, man. It's rough. So I ended the week with 5,400 for the week. Mainly because a layover just messed everything up. And another load cancellation. Because by the time you try to find another load, it's so late. You kind of like got to get what you have to get. And when I get the load, like it was for $1,600, and it was going 586 miles for $1,600, right? But normally off of that, I could get that for about 2,200, 2,100. But I had to settle for 1,600 for that. Now, if you look at it, yeah, it's what, like 248, something like that, 240 something a mile. But it's hard, man. They cancel loads, and the only thing that they have available is something like that for the time that I have now, because it's picking up late. There's not that many loads that pick up that late. So you get stuck with stuff like that. So just getting stuck with everything, it's like, man, you wind up because that extra $600 that I normally do will put me up to like 6,000. And then I lost a whole extra day worth of work. So that's another like $18 to $2,000. So all that ended me up with this week for 5,400. So now it looks like the last 2 weeks of the month, I really run, because the bills come up at the beginning of the month. Plus I got 2 vehicles, personal vehicles, that's got to get fixed. Really 3. So I'm dealing with that as well. So it's rough out here, man. It's rough out here with these load cancellations and these tow nodes. And then I spent all my time trying to find another load. So it's rough. So you just got to keep going and keep going and keep pushing. No matter what, keep going and keep pushing. Keep going and keep pushing, man. Keep going and keep pushing. That's why my faith tell me, hey, it's going to be all right. Just keep going. Just keep going and keep pushing. Keep going and keep pushing. So that's what I do. But at the beginning of the month, I pay like $4,200 in bills at the beginning of the month. So with it being at the beginning of the month, paying that kind of money, you got that much money coming out. So that's why my last 2 weeks I really run, so I can pay all the bills at the beginning of the month like that. So that gives me 2 weeks worth of, if things happen, I'm okay. And then trying to build up my maintenance account again, because I had to pay for everything. And then it's just other things. And then I'm doing pre-trip this morning, and I got 2 nails in my tires, and they on the edge of the tires. In a lot of places, unless they have an edge, the edge patch, they're not going to patch it. Because air is seeping out of them too. And a good tread too, man. I'm like, man, this nail had to be real bad, because thick tread on it, thick tread, and all the way through. So now I got to go to my tire spot, and get those, because on the road they're not going to do it. But all these tire shops, they be like, oh yeah, we can't do that. You got to get another tire. I mean, I'm not getting another tire, and I got like 26, 30 seconds a tread. All this tire is good. I just went to the wrong place at the wrong time, I'm guessing, but I'm not gonna pay $450, $500 for a tire, because you don't have an edge patch. I'm like, no, I just, it's a slow leak in it. So I just been keeping air in it so I can get to my tire man on Monday. Today's Sunday. So, I mean, I filled it up with air on Thursday. I filled it up to 100, and it has 88 now. And when I filled it up with air, I was in Richmond Hill, Georgia. Then I rode all the way to Arcadia, Florida, rode to the house. Now today's Sunday, and it's down to 88 after I filled it up to 100. So, I mean, it's a really, 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 really slow leak. Really, really slow leak. I got the nail out, but it's a really, really slow leak. So I just keep an eye on it and keep, airing it up. Well, I actually don't have to air it out. When I fuel up today, I'm going to air it out one more time. But going inside of next week, I got my first 3 loads booked for next week. So that brings me up to $4,600 for my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday loads for those 3 loads right there. So I got to find another load for Thursday and Friday. So I'm not booking. I don't book that far out, but I do book like 3 loads ahead of time. So 2 of the loads are my regulars, so I know they have it free. And another one is a regular 2. I don't do this load all the time because it's a double drop, and it takes me to an area where I don't like to be in Tampa. But I went back to it because I needed the money, so I had to put my feelings to the side. Take the load. It pays $2,100, and it only goes 548 miles for $2,100. It just takes me to an area where I don't like to be in at night. It's a lot of crime in that area. And it's an early morning, so by the time I get there and everything, I like to keep some hours, but then the traffic, so you don't want to go right on time. It just hectic in the area where it goes really not a nice area. But I had to go back to it because I got to make up some money, man. I got to make up some money, so I got to take some loads that goes in areas where it's really bad, sketchy area. All right, but me and old Trusty over here, we just gonna have to make it do the. The second stop is not a bad one, but that first stop, that first stop, something serious. All right, just what's going on with this new freight market, man? Load cancellations, layovers, the product is not ready, come back tomorrow type stuff. I got a day cab. We out here in the middle of nowhere. What you mean come back tomorrow? It's like it's nothing around here. It's no hotels and nothing around here for like 130 something miles. You talking about come back tomorrow? It's like some of these places, man. It's like, why you book it? And then like they told me, well, we the other truck that was bringing some of the product broke down. Understandable. Trucks break down. Hey, broke down on me with loads before. That's understandable, you know what I'm saying? But when they keep telling me, when we told the broker yesterday morning about this, so why the broker, contacted me 7:30 in the morning, 8:30 in the morning about the load to make sure I'm still picking up the load. I'm gonna make the load on time for the load. When the shipper notified them the previous morning before I even headed that way. I'm like, dude. So then you call the broker look at the email, yeah, they did send an email. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Let me get you a tow note. A tow note? What $150 gonna do, man? Yeah, it does take care of the fuel. It does, but then you lose a whole day worth of work. Then I got to go stay in a hotel. It's frustrating, man. Frustrating, but it happens. I just renewed my contracted freight But that doesn't start until October. So between my regular one I have and my contracted freight, I'd be at 6,700 for 4 loads. But that's one good thing about having contracted freight. That's one thing I'm not gonna have to worry about while I got the contracted freight. So that's one good thing about having the contracted freight. But nevertheless, I still got to keep being on this load board for the rest of this month. Today is the 21st of August. So I still got to go through the rest of August and all of September before I start my contract freight. And I booked that for $2,100. That goes 648 miles for $2,100. So that's why I'm in with that one. And then my other loads pay me $1,250 for 510 miles. They get me up there. So if me up there is $1,250, coming back down is $2,100. Back up there $1,250, coming back down is $2,100. So then I pick up me another load on Saturday or Sunday. Most likely this Sunday run that I'm doing, I'm not going to be going on Sundays. I'm going to have Sundays off so I can get back inside the church. And I just find me a load on Friday or Saturday, and I get a load Friday and say on Sunday instead of Saturday. So that's what's going on with Old Preacher. Talk to y'all later, man.